I call myself Chip Girl because I have an RFID chip inside of my hand that unlocks things around our house. Today somebody asked me what I can open with my hand, so I'm going to show you. This is also a door that it opens. We've also got that door's a little bit harder to open, but we've got a snack cupboard. We've got another door that it opens. It also opens our bedroom door, as well as our office, as well as the drawers in our office. This is our nightstand, which can also be opened with a chip. Our closet is chipped. And this is really cool. We can chip all of the doors. Look at it. We can even lock up our towels. See? What the? So Chip locked my makeup room. Chip Guy has an even cooler chip. He's got a dual chip. And he can hold information, like a website or social media page. Okay, back to unlocking things. Here's another door that we can chip. This is another chip to get into our summer closet. And another door. We also chipped the gym. And the elevator. What the tech? Oh, whoops, it was already unlocked. Ta-da! We've also chip locked our gift wrapping room, which is a complete mess. We've also chippied the hallway and the cinema room. Oh, I almost forgot. We have these RFID vent safes. Each of the kids has their own, so they can hide their own treats and their siblings won't eat it. Chip Hope, I think there's more, but I'm running out of time. Chip Girl here, we got a techie house.
Alright, Shalom Alaikum. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Recha, Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect that's teaching His word in all true faith and sincerity. And today I just want to title this lesson, The Event. And this major event that's about to take place, and pretty much shake the planet Earth up, is the mandating of that charagma, man, that thing, the C-hip, whatever you want to call it, is that implant, and it's becoming more and more obvious. That's the MOTB. It's flourishing into its perfection. To the video I just played is now going viral. Chip Girl. Having that thing is becoming a trend. It's going to get to the point you're going to have certain celebrities to pitch it to you. But that's when the hammer going to come down. Because eventually, it's going to be law to have it, man. And through the spirit of prophecy, us seeing things through the lenses of prophecy, that's what's pretty much messed up, man. That's what's finna take center stage pretty soon. So matter of fact, let's start out with this in the book of Wisdom of Solomon 8. In verse 8, it reads, "If a man desire much experience, she know of things of old, and conjecture of aright what is to come." So that she is concerning wisdom. And having wisdom, possessing wisdom, gives you the ability to pretty much have a feel for history. And in that, you're going to conject aright, or to project aright what is to come, man. Which is the prophecy. That's why the scripture talk about what was written aforetime and ran for our learning. You go through history, you read history, and the scripture, what they're saying, history repeats itself. You're seeing this mandate coming down, which we can go in Daniel the 3rd chapter to get a feel for how it's going to take place, man. We say we can conject aright what is to come. So now this prophecy, wisdom, pretty much it's like light. Now you have a feel for prophecy, the things of what is to come. Now you have the spirit of anticipation. Now it says she know of the subtleties of speeches and can expound dark sentences. Yeah, because ultimately that's where the prophecies are. It's hidden by the way of parables and metaphors and these dark sayings. For an example, the scriptures talk about arrows. Well, that's really a dark saying for the missiles, but that can only be unlocked by the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, equipping you with wisdom. Though I said she knoweth the subtlety of speeches and can expound dark sentences. It says she foreseeth signs and wonders, see? And the events of seasons and times, see? So this is a major event that's going to take place. It's going to really, it's going to lead to this season being capped off by the way of World War III. Because you're going to the seasons. You read Daniel 2. It's pretty much concerning the rise and fall of kingdoms. So this event that's about to take place in this season, in this kingdom, this rulership, one of those things, major things, is that mandate. That's a major event that's going to shake up the planet Earth. And like I said, we seeing it trending. We seeing that's where the momentum is heading towards. But ultimately, it's going to be in your face, man. Ultimately, it's going to be reality. It's going to be mandatory. When, this devil bring forth that Quran. And like I said, that video, that clip I just played is now going viral. She's known as Chip Girl. You can tell you the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai is not on the planet Earth, right? This Isaiah 42 and I started verse 8, it reads, I am the Lord, that is my name. And my glory will I not give to another, neither my praise to graven images. And that's why what separates Yahweh Shema Shai from any other entity, any other power, deity, prophecy, man. That shows that the Lord is in control, man. In Scripture, I'm talking about the powers of heavens and earth. Just because you read Genesis 1. No, that's even going into the scenarios that takes place. So the Lord, so when these things do take place, you can't give your glory, to another God. When the Lord destroy America, you ain't going to say Jesus did it, or Buddha, or Allah. You're going to say Yahweh Shema Shai. It says, behold, the former things are come to pass. See? Let's show you that's how the Lord do it. By the way of these said events, being spoken by the way of his prophets and coming to pass. And what are the former things that were spoke of that came to pass? The flood. And the scripture says, behold as well, because it's not like you just got to lean on a report. It's actually the Lord set it up to where it's evidence. It's evident that flood took place. They have the documentary concerning Noah's Ark, and how when you go on to it, the concern that it just justified that the Lord did do it. It shows proof that the Lord did bring forth that flood. Another example is Egypt. You have different documentaries concerning what took place in Egypt, the different plagues. They actually found Pharaoh's chariots and shit on the bottom, on the sea floor. So that's also where that behold coming. Oh, Sodom and Gomorrah. It's a high concentrate of sulfur over in that area. This shows that was something. That's why the scripture says behold, because eventually you're going to see it, man. You ain't just going to hear it by earth. Eventually the Lord is going to be made manifest as well. But it says, behold, the former things are come to pass. And new things do I declare, see? Right? Because in this season, and this rulership, is a certain purpose that's supposed to take place. Just like in the times of the Egyptians. Yeah, the Lord set up for them to rule. But it was a certain measure they had to fulfill. The Greeks, they had a certain time to rule. But within that, it was a certain purpose they had to meet, man. Matter of fact, let's get some real quick. Matter of fact, let's get Ecclesiastes 3 and I get the other one. Ecclesiastes 3 and 1, it says, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. See, so just going back to those seasons, it plays out through rulerships. If I say that to every purpose under heaven, because when you go into these major events that have taken place throughout history, you got to gauge about who was ruling during that time. This happened during the Byzantine Empire. This took place during the Medo-Persian Empire, those major events. But it was under a certain season, which is a certain rulership. And it's no different today with the so-called white man in this beast system. The Lord allowed this man to take over the earth by the way of violence, him to bring forth this wickedness. Or when you read what it is, I think it's Revelation the 6th chapter talks concerning that red horse. It says power was given to him to take peace from the earth. See, so he was given that power for a certain purpose. That's why this man, his rulership, because this event is a step closer to the events of events, which is the return of our Lord Yahushua. And he's going to bring deliverance as well as destruction, man. But one of those events that's about to take place is the mandate of that Karagma, man. So let's get this in the book of Ecclesiastes, I think it's 2nd Ezra, 4 and 37. It reads, by measure have he measured the times. See, so meaning each power, each rulership, was given a measure. They was given a certain lot. It says, and by number have he numbered the time. See, because within that rulership, the Lord allowed them to run for so many years. It says, and he doth not move nor stir them. So the times are not going to be stirred up until the said measure be fulfilled. See, and ultimately, really, what this man really got to do, he have done every possible wicked thing you can possibly do, man. Because we can't even think of half of the things this devil have done and came out and presented the people with. But what's going to really cap it off is this man mandating that Karagma. That's what's going to push it to the tipping point. That's when the Lord is going to overthrow. That's when that war is going to take place. This is the steps of prophecy. And just going back, we seeing everything coming to a fruition. We seeing now that we in that transition process. The so-called white man exhausting all his resources. You see the world is on the brink of war. The minds of the people are gone. So they just all these things that's happening on planet Earth show where we at in this journey, man. So just let's go back to Isaiah chapter 42. In verse 9, it reads, behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. See? And one of those new things is that Karagma. And what follows after that? The destruction, man. These are the new things that's being declared. And this time, for this season, it's a certain purpose, a certain measure that have to be met in this time. And we seeing it coming to pass. It says, before they spring forth, I tell you of them. And that's why, you had the apostles, the elders, brought forth the prophecy of the MOTB. And pretty much they was laughed to scorn. Parody videos, motherfucker having a literal potato chip on their hand. Why? Because they couldn't see it. The wisdom wasn't dwelling with them. The light, the spirit of prophecy. But now the evidence is becoming overwhelming. That what else could it be? Because you can't buy, $200 worth of groceries by saying you love Jesus. It's not going to play out like that in this lifetime. So what's the only way you're going to make that transition if the money gone? These different debit cards and shit. The next step is just putting it in you. You got your wallet, your medical records, all those things in one device. And now it's spring forward. Like I said, that plant of the Karagma is now flourishing. It's budding forth. That's why you see Metaverse. That's why you see Neuralink. And you have chip parties, or even chip girl. That's part of a bud of that Karagma prophecy, man. Because what else could it be? You know? So I'll wrap it up with this in the book of Psalms. Bear with me, Psalm 140. And let's just get to the point. Verse 8, it reads, grant not, O Lord, the desires of the wicked. And what's this man desires? To crown his enterprise of success, to fulfill this new world order. And in that, it's certain things that's within that, this Depop, agenda. There's the lack of fearing Yahweh Shema Shah. But him ultimately tagging everyone. That's what's going to cement him being on top. When you go into the law of the all, but now it's digital. To where if you bow down and say you love your master, and you take that, you get pierced, you get that all in your ear, which now it has moved to your hand, but you still being pierced. Pretty much saying that you're going to be a servant to him for a lifetime, for the rest of your life. So that's why the penalty of Revelation 13 and 16 is found in Revelation 14 and 9. Those who take it ultimately will be burned, man. What else? Because you have aligned yourself with the devil, and you have finalized it by the way of taking it. The Karagma, man. But it says, grant not, O Lord, the desires of the wicked. Further not his wicked device. See? Because ultimately, yes, it's a plan when you go into the word device. You're going to a plot, a scheme, usually in an evil manner. It's usually in a, sinister way, But this man device is going to actually lead to a device. Why is that the word device is in these modern times concerning something that's digital? Because ultimately that's what it's going to lead to. That device is going to lead to a device. Everything this man is doing is going to lead to this event that's about to shake up the planet Earth. That hour of temptation. Which is when this man mandate that thing, man. Tells you that this man tells you with his mouth or with their tongues they shall pretty much prevail. Because this is going to be in law. It's not going to be a suggestion. It's going to be certain loopholes, just like the jab. Somehow you was able to still get some groceries and shit. You was still able to move around. It wasn't as freely, it was certain restrictions, but you was still able to get back and forth and do what you got to do and keep your head above water to a certain extent. But with that Karagma, man, ain't none of that. Like I said, you ain't going to tell the clerk you love Jesus and now the $200 worth of groceries is good. No, man. Because it's going to actually lead to a device. It says, further not his wicked device, lest they exalt themselves a lie. See? Because ultimately, this is an act of desperation. That's why I said they're going to exalt themselves. This man, Esau is falling. He don't have that vigor. He don't have that appearance, that image, the strength as he once did. And these other nations see that. Everybody see it. Even the scripture talking about he knoweth that he have but a short time. But he's doing this to really keep his fucking nose above water. But that was going to cement him being on top if everybody get the thing. But guess what? The Lord is going to disappoint him, man. The Lord is going to disappoint this man. But we just seeing these steps that's going to lead to this event, man. The events of seasons and times. This is how we know we at the end of this season. When this man bring forth that Karagma, man. So yeah, I just hope to be edifying. Let it give all praise and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rachah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect that teach word on true faith and sincerity. DTA, abide by ball. Soon, very soon.